So glad to see you today, Lap.
Yes.
Long time, 1996 probably, when you're young. And then later on, because you live in Greensboro, and then look like disappear, then I hear later on and you in Texas. And another thing, and I hear good for you, then you go to Texas, then you go to school, then you had a scholarship specially for Dr. Hickey, anthropologist, and I hopefully 1 month expert on that, because need to keep the Montagnard history alive. That for what I expect. Because my life not worry if I not tell what is, especially Montagnard, called Dega. And this is not name that any tribal. This is common of the ancestors leave it to us. Montagnard Dega people, if your ancestor and our ancestor, we live at the Vietnam, a central Vietnam, central highland of Vietnam, at the land first of Montagnard live. We are the first generation grow up and rise up and on that land, central highland of Vietnam. And how long it is, absolutely, probably 44,000 years when God created this earth, we existing, our ancestors at the central highland of Vietnam, what we say now. Our population, our ancestors also, they are peace, generosity, love. They don't need war. They live in peace. And Central Highland is the land of peace. Really freedom, the peace, freedom go to live. People get a life from the farm where they grow it. They have rice field farm, all the dryland farm, all we call it in a mountain. They can do everything what they want on that land to grow food, rice, and other things that the land of that. And at the river, fish, and they can go fishing for peace, freedom, go to hunt. They don't have a gun, but they do with the, the trap to get something, what we call, they can find a domestic, the animal to survive, how they live in there. So anyway, that the life of ancestors have lived good to us. And our ancestors, they love everybody. But until the time we have movement, and from Vietnamese, probably from China, and whatever, and come to fight among them, and the create old war, the beginning, the old peace of freedom gone. And that is very sad to Montagnard. And one Montagnard, they don't think about the fight is the primary life. But other the people come, it's the war come. And good people support people, and bad people is something like that go along in that war. And Montagnard die a lot. Die when the French colonize come there. They support all those because French said these are honest people, good people. And look at what they do grow on the land. And farm, they work hard, they do hard, and they listen to the commander. We listen always in our history. We listen to our ancestors. And we live in peace and get along with everyone. Then after that, the war long with France, 1954, that is second, that American, the army from the United States come. We also compete with U.S. Army because they protect the Montagnard in the Central Highlands. They organize the CIDG, they organize the people how to protect themselves, defend themselves, not as a war, just like defend themselves, leave, and then. But until the American and Vietnamese government and political change, as Montagnard has been under of that is the persecution by the communists, because communists took over that defeat of France as 1954, and with the U.S. in 1971, the Montagnard has become victimized of that. All the things come on. And for me, I really take aside, I don't know what a war is. I don't know what political is mean. I only know that who I am. The Montagnard culture, we only identify our culture with Old Testament. My ancestors, when they been sick or want to be blessed, they call Aidu po tie, Aidie po bre. I think about because it's similar of Yesu. Aidu. Aidie is mean the God. Aidie po bre is God is provider. And we have on that, and who give us look like who we believe. And also, an Old Testament about the blood. If they've been sick, the witch will say, okay, right now from this is the spirit want you have a blood of white cow or white of chicken or something like that, because they obey the culture about the blood, and they kill that and they pray. Well, spirit, what they believe, they have it. They get healed, they get better. And the time American missionaries start in 1934, we'll have a little bit change about the old culture belief. And not longer depend on blood of animal to get you healed or blessing. And most missionary said right now, Jesus Christ, the Lord of God Father, love very much. Then you're really, oh, that is I do. That is idea, because idea is God creator. And they know who God creator. And I do, oh, Yesu probably. And Jesus come, like Yesu, we call Yesu in our language, and Yosua, absolutely, in the Jude and Greek, they didn't have. Then they said, right now, the blood of animal is not longer, but blood of Jesus Christ. Then all the 3 million, as I understand, 1971, regard the census of the South Vietnam, then we all converge to Christian. Catholic Christian begin, 18 of 91, 89 come, and still amount small group of Catholic at Kontum and other place. Then an evangelical 1934 at a Golden Smith and other missionary come and start at Central Highland. And I remember that my father, also the pastor, been recruited by the evangelists, the Reverend Gordon Smith. They have 18 other pastors, Pastor Y Hin Nie, Pastor Y Nie, Pastor Y Ham at Ban Mê Thuột, and other, and Bill Montagnard Longhouse, that is the church, in beginning at 1934 to 1953. 1954 began our build the church, a second church, with the brick that French style, and a very big that concrete. Until the 1967, 66, they built the third church in Vietnam. And March 2000, that communists demolish or destroy all this church property at missionary center at the Buon Alea, include the American missionary built to us the Bible school where I go to school, 1969. After the 1968, as I counted all 14 American missionaries. 1962, the Dr. Barry Rhade and the Pastor Mitchell and Gilbert and all that died at Bodiana. And in 1968, more that Mr. Blood, Mr. Olson, and others take and die and take in the jungle and die in the jungle. And also the kill at Ban Mê Thuột, 1968. I've been adopted by the Caroline Greensboro. When 1964, the communists attacked at Buon Ta, where they call Reagan, as he is there and with the Greensboro, and come very friend of my father. My father a pastor at Buon Ta, and he there they did the American Special Force. Then they know each other. That the Reagan helped to build the church at Buon Ta. Then 1963 communists, when the Greensboro changed, removed somewhere at communists, defeat that village, and all Buon Ta on whole refugee relocation at the place right now. Okay. And that is his story. And since then, I not be with them at New Village refugee at Buon Jordan. Then I go back to Ban Mê Thuột. My father is a pastor. He be pastor in Bunong people at Kien Duc and Quang Duc, and I cannot be with them. And my father agree with missionary, married 8, and all that missionary, they raised me with the Lap Siu, leprosy, the hands and disease parent. All look like the children of the hands and disease. And there in Buon Ana, and also in Ban Mê Thuột. And raised we have 32 of those. I am one of those. Until 1968, I've been with the current Greensboro I mentioned ago. That comedy attacked 1968 and January 30. I suppose not to live until today without God's plan. That is why today I indicate that everyone not pay attention regarding what exactly happened through the life American missionary to give it to us, but only me. That night, where my brother Enang is the son of Pastor Y Hin Nie, and that time he with the Montagnard, the full role. That movement, that very good. They look for the liberate of the people of the operation. That time, the base in Cambodia.